Do teachers really have the tendency to over-borrow money from banks and other lending institutions? Do teachers have the right to establish their own businesses? And how do these teachers carry themselves as professional ones? These and more are the things that we are going to discuss today. Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel and welcome to Joyce University. Today I'll be discussing Articles 10 and 11 of the Code of Ethics for Professional Teachers. Let's start with Article 10, which is titled The Teacher and the Business. Section 1 says, a teacher has the right to engage directly or indirectly in legitimate income generation provided that it does not relate to or adversely affect his work as a teacher. You know, teaching really is not a lucrative position. The salaries of the teachers in the Philippines, especially in the private schools, are very low. In fact, teacher's salary in the Philippines is one of the lowest among the countries that are members of the ASEAN. And so like everyone else who financially struggles, okay, teachers also have the right to own, to manage, to participate in any legitimate business. The teacher has the right to have other source of income or to generate income from other activities. Okay? It is okay for teachers to sell online, to be agents of insurance companies, to be brokers of properties, or to engage himself or herself to any income generating activity, provided these businesses, these activities are legitimate. And another thing that you have to consider, yes, I said it's okay that teachers are allowed to do such activities, to have other businesses, but the teacher has to make sure that this business does not adversely affect him or his job or his mission towards students. These businesses should not affect the efficiency of the teacher. These businesses should not compromise students' learning. Remember that you are teachers. Teaching is your main job, alright? And you know exactly what to do as teachers. And so, you know, businesses or owning or participating in legitimate businesses is just another thing. It's your part-time thing. It's your side hustle. And so, the time that you should allot for your students should not be allotted to your business. Okay? And so long as the teacher does his or her job during his or her free time, so long as the teacher does not oblige, does not force students to patronize his or her products, and so long as the teacher can still function more than what is expected of him in the teaching field, then the teacher is allowed to participate in any income generating activities rather. Okay, so the teacher has the right to have businesses provided these businesses do not affect him in any manner, does not affect him as a teacher. Okay, next. Section 2, a teacher shall maintain a good reputation with respect to financial matters such as in the settlement of his debts and loans, in arranging satisfactorily his private financial affairs. Okay, so this section would tell us that it's okay for teachers to have loans or to be indebted, okay, provided you settle these debts and these loans. You arrange this satisfactorily and you pay debts according to terms. Okay? So, I just would like to share what Secretary Briones mentioned. Sabi ni Secretary Briones, the tendency of public school teachers to borrow is 50% higher compared to other government employees. So, meaning, sa lahat ng mga government employees, teachers ang pinakamasipag mangutang. Okay? Mas masipag daw sila kaysa sa mga nurses, kaysa sa mga LGUs, kaysa sa mga police. Okay? And she also added that teachers owe 70 billion pesos from legitimate lending institutions. Okay? And Secretary Briones would tell teachers na it's okay to be indebted. It's okay to have loans. It's just that, okay, teachers have to pay their loans, and it's just that there is still, you know, a percentage of the salary na nasasweldo nila every month. So, hindi ko din naman ginajudge. Nothing naman talaga is wrong with incurring debts. Okay? So long as you settle them. And I understand the reason why some or many of the public school teachers would resort to loan because they have dreams for their families. They want to have their car. They want to have their house be renovated. They want to buy some properties. And it's okay. Alright? And other people would claim that if only thou, teachers live simply, then teachers will not be indebted. If only thou, teachers do not live beyond their means. If only thou, teachers do not spend more than what they receive, then they do not have to resort to loans. That's what that is what other people would tell us. But teachers with debts should not be judged. Okay? Because we have different life situations, we have different priorities, we have different issues to settle. And these teachers with loans maybe have more difficult life. Maybe the life situations of these teachers offered them nothing but to borrow money from various institutions or from people. And they need understanding. We do not need to mock them. We do not need to insult them just because of that. So if we do not have to borrow money, then we must be lucky. Okay? Life must be easier for us. Okay? But as long as these teachers do not run away from their debts, so long as they settle their financial obligations, then it's okay. Okay? Their money, their rule. Okay? Their salaries, their rules. We do not have anything to do with it. Okay? Next. Section 3. No teacher shall act directly interested in any commercial venture which furnish textbooks and other school commodities in the purchase and disposal of which he can exercise official influence. Okay? Except when this teacher is a member of a duly recognized teachers cooperatives that distribute or sell such commodities. So, do not engage to businesses that are directly in line with your job. You are teachers, so you are not supposed to be selling books or selling school supplies to your students or to the school per se. You should not be into a business where you could exercise your influence as a teacher. Okay? That is why teachers are discouraged to sell books. Teachers are discouraged to sell school commodities because those products are directly in line with their job. Okay? So, madali lang daw para sa kanila na pag nangailangan ng school, ng mga school commodities, punta na lang kayo dun sa tindahan ko, dun na kayo bumili. Unless, if that teacher is a legitimate member of a legitimate cooperative or organization that sells or distributes books or other school commodities. But if not, do not engage to businesses like those. So those are the 3 provisions under Article 10. And now we proceed to Article 11, the teacher as a person. Section 1. A teacher is above all a human being endowed with life for which it is the highest obligation to live with dignity at all times, whether in school, in the home, or elsewhere. And I think this one is not only given to teachers. Everyone, every human should live life to the highest, to the fullest, to the highest way possible. It is our obligation to live life with dignity. Okay, regardless of our profession. But because we are teachers, you are teachers, parang doble kasi ang expectation ng tao sa mga teachers. Because you are teachers, then the more that you have to live your life with dignity. You have to be dignified, the way you talk to people, the way you act, the way you dress, the way you move, even the way you laugh sometimes, the way you talk with people, in school, at home, or everywhere. Lahat ng yun dapat ay dignified. You must have professional touch in everything that you do because you are a teacher. And that's really it. Even without telling us, even without somebody telling us, oh, yung galaw mo, dapat galaw ng teacher. But because we are teachers, then we have to take initiative as regards making sure that our actions, our dealings with people, the words that we utter, the way we speak, even the tone of our voice, everything that we do, okay? Lahat dapat yon should be coupled with professionalism and dignity. Second, a teacher shall place premium upon self-discipline as the primary principle of personal behavior in all relationships with others and in all situations. So, sabi dyan, whatever relationship, whatever harmonious relationship we build with other people in our community, okay, dapat laging kasama nun ay self-discipline and behavior, good behavior. Lahat din dapat ng situations we are into, we also have to make sure that we are behave. We have to make sure that we are professional. We have to make sure that we deal with everything that's happening with our life professionally. Okay? That's the second mandate. Though it's so hard. Okay? Because we are teachers, we have to be self-disciplined. Hindi pwedeng kung ano-ano ang sabihin mo sa tao sa paligid mo, hindi ka pwedeng makipag-away kahit gustong-gusto mo na, hindi ka pwedeng mag-burst ng emotion mo sa gitna ng publiko kahit na gustong-gusto mo nang gawin yun. Because Section 2 says, you have to be disciplined. You have to show good personal behavior. It's difficult, but when you are get used to it, but when you are always thinking of the fact that you are a teacher and of the possibility that your actions would adversely affect or could inspire people, then you're always mindful of your actions. Section 3. A teacher shall maintain at all times dignified personality which could serve as model worthy of emulation by learners, by peers, and all others. Diba? Napaka-idealistic ng pinapagawa sa atin. We are just but humans. We do commit mistakes. We also fall. Diba? We also crumble. But, you know, it says there we have to be dignified at all times. Okay? Kaya nga, ang dami kong kakilala mga teachers na kahit na sobrang dami na nilang pinagdadaanan sa buhay, when they face their students, they show, you know, a very professional behavior, very dignified at that. And they do not let their problems at home influence them or affect their performance as teachers. Okay? That is why teachers are worthy of emulation, should be worthy of emulation by everyone, especially by the students. You have to act appropriately, you have to act professionally. And the last section, a teacher shall always recognize the Almighty God as a guide of his own destiny and of the destinies of men and nations. So, no matter what religion we are into, okay, I think we believe naman in the same God, though we have different names for this God. We have one and only God. Okay? And we believe naman talaga that our life should be centered on God. Because if you think that your life is centered on God, everything follows. If you have fear kay God, everything follows. Your actions, your words will be modified. And that is what you are going to do as teachers. Okay? Let's all be professional. Let's all strive harder to be considered models by our students and by the people around us. Okay? So these are the professions under Articles 10 and 11 of the Code. And I would like to reiterate that if there are some provisions that are violated by teachers, one of the tendencies will be the teacher's license will be revoked by the board for professional teachers. Okay, and so if you don't want to experience that, and we would want our reputation and dignity be intact, then we have to follow all the provisions under the code. Okay, and these would be all. Thank you. See you next time.